Dr. Soumya. She's a cataract and refractive surgeon. She's practicing in Kur, and she's the honorary secretary of IMA Virajpeet as well.
Thank you, Dr. Devakant. The COVID pandemic is a difficult time for all of us. The Lancet review recently published a review documenting the psychological impact of the quarantine. And not surprisingly, a lot of patients or people who were quarantined showed a lot of psychological symptoms that included low mood, insomnia, anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress symptoms. Health professionals are at the front line tackling the pandemic, and with the shortage of medical staff that is not only in India but across the world that we find now, it's very easy for medical professionals to become overwhelmed and stressed and experience burnout. So caring for the carers is more important now than it has ever been before. It might feel now like all bets are off, but it's actually very good for everybody to maintain a routine as much as possible. So psychologists encourage people trying to build resilience to maintain a routine of some sort. So this means eating meals at regular times, sleeping, waking up, and exercising at set times, because unstructured time can create boredom and that can cause spikes in anxiety or depression. Another reason is that keeping a routine reduces decision fatigue, the overwhelm and exhaustion that can come from too many options. So try to stay close to your normal routine as much as possible. Not only will this keep you active, but it will be easier to readjust when things come back to whatever level of normalcy they do come back to. So this is a great time to start an exercise. I personally like to do yoga, and the best part is that this can be done indoors. This is a video here of Mrs. Naina Shetty performing Surya Namaskar. So if yoga interests you and you're just starting, probably you can start with doing some Surya Namaskar at home. And you could look up a few videos online and really look out for tips to avoid stress to your ligaments and avoid injury. The most important part, start doing yoga, is that don't try to achieve what you see online, because there might be people who've been doing this for a long time. It's very important for you to take it slow so that you totally build flexibility and stamina over time. Like I said, don't overwhelm yourself with trying too much initially. Build on it slowly. So meditation, like I was mentioning, has been known to have a lot of positive mental effects. And there's a lot of research that has been done on meditation already. It has been shown to reduce anxiety and depression. It has also been shown to improve your immune status over time. But if meditation is not for you, you could try something like pranayama or just deep breathing. Controlled deep breaths have been used to calm the mind down and to reduce panic attacks for over a millennia. And there are a lot of online resources available for the same, and you can look up something that suits you best. So I use this app by Sadhguru, called Sadhguru. There's a small 12-minute meditation program. It's very simple, called Isha Kriya on it. If you're interested, you could start with that. There are also some free discourses from his course on inner engineering that is free for health personnel currently. So if you're interested in that and you're interested in spirituality, that is something you could listen to also, like on a daily basis. The most important part, if not more important, at least as equally important as exercise, is to eat right. Now that you don't have a routine, you could start eating at odd times, but it's very important to maintain your regular meal times. It's also very important to avoid snacking in between. If you can, and if you have the will, and if you have the schedule, try doing intermittent fasting in this time. Sugar causes release of dopamine, and this gives you a high. And then when the sugar levels come down, you again have a craving to consume more sugar, and this is a vicious cycle. So it's best avoided at this time and at any time. This is a very good time to start sipping on herbal decoctions that have been your grandma's recipe and your mother's recipe, and it's been an integral part of our culture. So that's a very good thing to sip on in between. Also, curcumin, turmeric, ginger, garlic, pepper have been known to be immune boosters for a long time. So this is something you can include in your diet also. Try to get in touch with nature. If you live in a city and you don't have access to green open spaces, you could start something like a small garden or a small grow bag in your balcony. It will give you immense sense of satisfaction. Chaotic home can lead to a chaotic mind, and it will start making you feel claustrophobic. Don't be obsessive about cleaning, but make sure things are neat and tidy. Also, avoid eating in bed and work at your regular workplace, because this again will kind of put you off your regular routine. Although we are doctors and we need to be updated, it's very important not to obsess about the coronavirus coverage. There is so much of information available and so many groups with updates. Try to schedule a time, maybe half an hour, where you can update yourself. But before changing anything in practice, make sure you clarify and cross-check whatever you learn with somebody credible. Try to stay in touch with people you love. Humans are social animals, and it's very difficult for us to not be in touch with other people. So make use of technology, stay in touch. Don't worry about things that you don't have. Reframe, I'm stuck, here to your family, to something inside. Stop focusing on the exterior and start focusing on the internal. Practice gratitude. Try to focus on all that you have right now versus all that you don't have. This is very tough in today's stressful time, but it will really help you, because positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, you could try writing down what you feel. If it's anxiety or panic, whatever, when you write down what you feel, it will give you a new perspective, and it could help you see things better. While we've always aimed for perfection, it is important not to push yourself too hard. It's okay sometimes to cut yourself some slack. Also, be kind and understanding to people who are holed up along with you, because they're all going through the same stress that you are going in, and try to find common ground as far as possible. If you feel like you are extremely anxious and you're not able to function, please seek out for professional help. Whatever your problems are, please discuss it with your peers, with your seniors, with your colleagues, with your family, and definitely you can come out with something that is a solution to your problem. Just like when people reached out and told that they didn't have food in the hostels, Tata group arranged for food packets, so something good will come out. Don't try to fight this battle alone. We're all in this together. So if you have any problem, please reach out to whoever that may be able to help you. So this is a lockdown for many people. For us doctors, it's a war, but nothing is going to change overnight. Take things as they come, prepare for it, and don't panic.
Thank you, Dr. Soumya.